Hello, happy Tuesday, EDU 6510. I hope this message finds each and one of you doing very well. I'm excited to be back in the office. I was out recruiting last week at a national conference. I was only in Minneapolis, however, we'll get rid of this little Mac message here. Sorry for the interruption. But anyway, I'm back in the office this week. I was out recruiting last week. Great conference, but busy time. So I just want to do a real quick kind of overview here as we get into lesson 4. I want to tell you that I'll be spending much of my time this week reviewing your school personnel interviews. I really hope you enjoyed that assignment. And I'd like just informal feedback. I think a lot of people learn, I know from previous students, they really learn a lot about thinking more globally about school as a system when they do that interview. So I'd be curious to hear some of your thoughts on that. So I look forward to reading those. So I'll be spending most of my time grading time this week doing this. So lesson 4 turns our attention to school finance and school funding. And it's something that is very eye-opening. I'm going to grab my hot tea here. Very eye-opening for teachers because we don't often think about. I remember when I was in the K-12 classroom, I had no idea the revenue sources unless it was a grant I was directly related with. Didn't really understand the complexity of how public schools are funded. So it's an interesting phenomena. I also would like you to spend some time really thinking about Linda Darling-Hamming's talk. It is, I just want to preface, that is a little longer of a video. I typically don't, and actually research supports it. I usually don't have you watch a video of that length. But the importance of it and its topic and its relationship to our content this lesson, it's a valuable video. Also thinking about the way we have internalized or in some ways normalized students living in poverty. So we look often at poverty about needs not being met. And there's a lot of myths and understanding, and I hope you really look at this particular reading here on poverty. And although it's a bit dated, it has still, in terms of the statistics, but they haven't changed much. We still live in a country where children, by and large, a good portion of them live in poverty. But anyway, the point is that really look at the some of those stereotypes and myths that are outlined there. I think those are some really eye-opening and important ideas shared, which again, you sort of fold that into your discussion. And I really want you to go beyond, think more deeply about the challenges of day-to-day socioeconomic challenges that students might have. So that's why I really want to point out, go beyond. We all know that, starting the day off with breakfast matters with kids and so forth, and, not having supplies and those types of things. I want you to think beyond those things that are most often blatantly obvious and think more deeply about things that may not be seen with the eye. So in other words, how does poverty sometimes really create barriers that are unseen for students? So hopefully there's some new information that you garnished from the reading. And I did go ahead and back up the discussion a little bit. I hope you, I'm trying to really balance workload in the class, where you just are coming off having a, pretty significant assignment, the school personnel interview. So this lesson might be a little bit lighter to give you a little time to decompress. Also kind of, dig into the readings, the assignment summation here. Now just remember, think of it as like a recipe card. You're just doing, these four bulleted points, identifying 5 sources you anticipate using, list them out in APA format. This is not the full-blown assignment. The full-blown assignment is due in lesson 5, which takes us into November. So this is just to get you start thinking about it. And this is a favorite of previous students. This assignment allows you to really do a deeper dive. You're picking the topic, you're going into a deep dive. into this. And so it's fun. And I love, reviewing them and viewing them on VoiceThread. So it's a lot of fun. So if you have questions or want clarity on anything regarding this assignment, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. And just a reminder too, as you've noticed, I don't have anything specific here regarding Twitter in lesson 4, or I don't believe I had anything specified in lesson 3, but that doesn't mean you take a break from Twitter activity. We're still actively engaging. As a matter of fact, share your assignment maybe on Twitter, what you're going to be doing. That's a great way, that's a great post. If you haven't already, I would be following Linda Darling Hammond. If you haven't been following Sharesky and McLeod, follow them. These are just some suggestions. I don't mean to be making people car sick here. I don't like doing that, but I just want to offer that friendly reminder that we're still actively engaging, even though I haven't given you specifics. And remember, be using our hashtag so that we all, that's kind of our narrative, kind of our collective for the class. But those are some ideas. So I think a really great, some things that you're thinking about, some deep questions you might have. And I'm also going to be scheduling our next Zoom synchronous class meeting for, it looks like next Thursday, which is the 24th. I will confirm that though in an announcement, but we will be coming together, and that will be previous, enough time prior to another big assignment coming up, which is the current issue future trend assignment. So with that, I want to close here and just say thank you all for your great work. Thank you for the 1-minute paper. I've already seen some of the responses coming in. So, think about, if there's questions you have, post them, suggestions or anything along that line. But I'm excited. You all are just doing fantastic work, and it's really exciting to be in this teaching and learning space with each of you. So with that, have a great Tuesday, and I wish you all well and have a wonderful week.